It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Turn around, sir. Are you deaf? There's one of them! Watch yourselves! He's mine! I'll take it!
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was this patient?
I don't know.
What was the...
It was a true
What?
Are you...
Have you heard of...
I...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Pembroke is still standing after this epidemic.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised.
You're a vamp...
Indeed.
It seems I'm the...
I know you're a man.
I hope you...
You must have countless questions.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to...
These past insufferable weeks.
Please continue.
My embarrassment in this matter is
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blood?
Excuse my impertinence.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital.
I'll take care of it.
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself.
I'll meet that woman...
My life...
Perhaps I should have considered the offer.
So many deaths. And what of my own life? You are going to reveal all your secrets to me. Even the darkest.
Good evening, Mr. L.
Evening.
Goodbye for now.
What?
There's no need for alarm, madam.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy.
How brave. Threatening an old defense...
Harriet Jones. Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you.
Oh, better than any patient.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail?
I assure you, madam, this is not...
Debauchery, then? Nurses...
Really?
This is your business, Doctor.
Thank you for your time. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Reads me like a book.
I cannot enter. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan. Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard...
Do you know if any of the hot...
The people who...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if... Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about...
Let me guess.
No matter how...
Who says I don't care for her?
She could have been...
That old witch will end.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I...
You are not a burden, sir.
And you haven't...
Have you heard?
No.
Have you heard?
No.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you heard
Dr. Reed, are you...
Of course not, Mrs.
Well, go be curious.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Words to calm the children out. As for me,
Lauren is here. Relax. Don't worry, we're safe. Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Sky, feel the fresh air.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Feel the fresh air.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Can't breathe. I can't breathe. the sky! Feel the fresh air! Can't breathe! I can't breathe!
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here! I need to get out!
I'm Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend?
Yes.
Good. Are you sure? This is despicable. What sort of creature is this? Not a lot to check. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Someone's playing a right strange game. And I'm gonna find out who. You again. What are you...
Do you need medical help?
Yeah, I do.
So you can sell them on the black market?
Fair enough, Dr. Reed. Don't cost me nothing to ask.
Do you know...
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her.
You have not answered.
She's a passionate woman.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr.
Do you need help?
A real doctor can...
The real doctor treats
I
everything.
don't know what to say. Thank you, sir.
So long, Rufus. Be careful.
All these whispers of monsters got folk gossiping and scared. It's
Good
people
evening,
who
Mr.
live
Fishburne.
here.
Yeah.
Flesh and blood.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
Death is an appropriate punishment for your crimes, Seymour Fishburne. Cherish every day that you spend as a free man.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose, but she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
this. Please, I feel...
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed.
And why?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more...
I have found the gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might...
You're lucky to be alive, Mr.
This place...
Consider yourself lucky.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have...
How is your
This is a shitty...
What's wrong?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before...
I see.
The nurses aren't too ugly.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
Let's be on your way home.
It's locked all right.
Done! Off you trot!
One near, I know it. It's closed. Stay close, keep an eye on each other.
Sorry, sir, no admittance.
It's locked, all right.
Don't come no closer.
Easy, boys. Don't forget to check every room, every door.
I cannot enter.
This is no place for you, sir. I'll kill you!
Die, vermin!
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. Best be off home.
Oi! Didn't you hear me? Die, vermin!
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fella.
Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
It's locked.
Some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me.
If you've been hurt, I can help.
Name's Albert.
Do you need assistance?
Please.
There you go.
Very funny.
What happened?
Hey, I didn't...
Yes, you did.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this.
I said sod off.
What happened?
Hey,
Yes, you...
Sod off.
It's true.
I said... Never heard of him.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed.
No. Look, I'm not a...
What is it, Benjamin?
The doctors called me a liar.
Yes.
Not ashamed.
Whatever the...
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just...
Perhaps...
I'm sick, broke on my...
Do you know...
Funny, I've been searching for us.
Really?
Word is she ain't real.
A gun?
Worse than a week-old lavvy.
I cannot enter.
Effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, sir.
Actually...
Then you have come to...
Oh, really?
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see.
Is there any...
Cadogan Bates with...
Do you know...
I don't like...
Competition?
Never met her.
I'd like to see what...
Bloody heart, boy.
I won't end up in another front castle.
It's locked. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask...
Sorry, no.
Your father...
So my father... Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
It's locked, all right.
Is there only pain and suffering?
So?
I'm not bothered.
How do you feel?
I'm fine.
Speak.
My father...
Do you need any...
Yes, I do.
You'll feel...
I'm not...
Would it ease tensions with your father if he...
Can't say. I'd be glad if he'd...
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the...
Yes, I know her.
Goodbye, young man.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Welcome, sir. Please, take it.
I am Doctor.
Doctor?
How is
Business?
I see.
It's no secret.
As a merchant, you...
Well, you mean
Violence is...
Yeah. Few not...
Where did this...
In the clothes work?
Have you been hurt?
No.
As a
Well, you mean besides...
Have you...
Nurse
Yes, she's a...
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu.
That doesn't...
Your precious...
Goodbye for now.
I know it's hard to believe, but it's different.
Forgive my interest.
Do not apologize, my...
I am Dr.
A scientist.
What do you mean?
All scientists are in...
Quite a
But you,
Well...
as a doctor, you must be...
What do you mean?
The beast is finally...
Really?
We must fight the...
What is
cleansing?
Tell me, Tobias. What exactly...
God will recognize his...
Purificate...
Your lack of...
Your
my son.
Joseph...
Vicar Larrab.
Tell me, Tobias.
God.
Your Joseph...
Vic...
Do you...
I don't...
Why do you hate...
Before coming to London, she was a...
I have heard enough.
Even now, he judges your words and actions. The wars of men should not be...
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Dr. Reed.
Why are the news...
There's a war going on.
It's a disgrace.
These are bad times indeed.
Have you...
I've had to run.
I must confess, some of...
I'll remember to stay away.
What is a
He goes where...
So you risk...
Whitechapel is the crucible.
Goodbye, Miss.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I...
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice.
If you persist...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell. I cannot enter. Good evening. I know what you're... Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. I know you want... Very well. It's locked.
The walls of your home will not protect you, for there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
I cannot enter.
What do you want?
Leave. Good evening, sir.
There is no door.
I'm afraid this
Really? Well,
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned. This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. Huh. There's a letter inside. A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder? It's locked.
Quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Imprisoned by your daily routine.
Good evening, Doc.
Unable to see the true horror.
I heard you.
Not much, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Ah.
Without it.
I don't know.
He never.
No.
Really?
He went.
He never.
No.
Really?
He went.
He has no.
No. Except for.
Where can.
He spends.
Goodbye, man. Good evening, sir.
Please be my...
Really?
I'm a poet.
May I... What can you tell...
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I'm...
Not interested.
Darius...
I'm looking for
Dorothy...
Did you know the mute Florida?
No, I didn't.
I fear...
Guilty!
Tell me, miss...
The place...
In what the struck... If you... Such...
Oh, yes!
I'll leave you... Good evening.
And good evening.
Do you need medical... I understand. I'll leave...
Morbidity can breathe its... Beauty and grace. Just disease, desertion, and despair.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
The walls of your home are not protected.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again?
Sir, wait. Don't you see we're on...
I'm not.
Yes, you...
I have to admit...
It's locked, all right.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must...
We've not been formally...
I am Darius
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse?
I'm her oldest friend.
You mean...
Yeah.
Do you... This...
No.
Don't...
It's...
Tell me everything.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor.
Who is she?
She's not from Rap.
You say she has no...
Well, there's...
Are you not?
She is a...
Are you in...
Don't be...
Did you
Yes. His man,
You could have.
as I got
So, Doc.
like my
She's.
more.
Goodbye, Mr.
I need help! He's going into convulsions, Doctor!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
It's locked.
Oh, this courtesy. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Your heart might be...
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me?
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
This one stinks already. He's dead!
How are you?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Goodbye, young man. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
See them fancy clothes? It's what they talk.